Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. Today it ain't much, but it's honest work, guys. The Object 268 top tier battle, which is going to be helpful. This thing dropped 750 alpha, getting close to finishing the 100 battle challenge in it. Was easily running a 60% plus win rate. I've fallen on more hard times recently. But, when this thing works, it works. What's it got going for it? 750 alpha gun. Relatively fast reload, especially for a 750 alpha, which gives it a pretty good DPM. Decent mobility, but it is a casemate. Okay-ish armor. The armor is okay, lower tier, doesn't hold up very well against the higher tier and the kind of power creep that's going on in the game. I'm going to go over here on Himmel's Ghost Town Dorf. We're going to head over to the east side, and I'm hoping that the even 90 can give me some shots. I'd love to help him get rid of light tanks or anything that might be trying to scout, and then see if we can beat up anything else that might be in the field. Because its mobility is good, my secondary plan is to head back into town. Hopefully they start winning over there. Or if stuff goes badly, fall back. There's always the Sniper Hill kind of idea. So we'll see how that goes. We've got Siberian Bear in the middle in his ELC. And I can see on the minimap he's creeping slowly forward, so I'm supporting him. We're going to wait and see if he sees something. We find a Barask. Pretty fast load. I was already looking that direction. I don't know why he shot. I think he did, based on what happened right there, and we lose our even 90. And that's bad, guys. We got the Burr, which is kind of a secondary scout, but dadgummit, there's still a Squall involved now, and I don't have any other help out in front of me, so the last thing I want to do is sit right here in a great big old TD with terrible camo and have the Squall move up and light me somehow, so we're just going to bail. Use the brain pan, fellas. Sometimes it just ain't worth sitting there. Initially, I was going to go up to the Sniper Hill, but as I moved, I decided that, I can go sit in the Sniper Hill, but shots are going to have to come to me. So why not go into the city? I am top tier. Let's take that tier 10 gun, decent armor, and get in there. And here's the next thing. I want you to look at the mini-map over here. What's the other thing that is making me feel like going into the city is pretty good for me right now? Yeah, exactly. There is a massive push on the west. We've won that pretty handily, mostly because there was nobody there. Okay, they didn't send anybody. So what that means here, fellas, at least initially, is I can work this west side of the town and not get shot in the side. That gives me options for coming around and getting in behind these guys or to the side of these guys. If you're not worried from the north spawn about being shot from the east side, you have options in town. Sorry, west side. I'm getting my east and west mixed up. He went that way. If you are from the north spawn and you're not worried about being shot from the west side, you have options in town. Is that better? I think so. I think I got it now. Problem is, when I'm looking at this, I'm starting to consider just how long that push is going to last, because they're being kind of dopey right now. But we'll see what happens. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, what's he going to do? Is he going to shoot me? Is he going to actually let me get a shot on that hatch? I guess he is. Decent accuracy. There we go. Little too much. Way too much angle. So I let him shoot me in the front road wheel there, or in the sprocket. I don't know where the drivetrain is. I guess the drive's in the back. Anyway, that was dumb. He makes a move. I got the Basante helping me. Let's see if we can double tap this guy. Whack. Down he goes. Huge high roll. It's 805. Enough to take the guy out. You gotta love it. And now we're going to make a push. And this is what I'm talking about. This position right here where I was. Now you can be, I think on this corner, or maybe if you have to go around to the left, you can be shot from Camp Lama Ding Dang. But what's this guy worried about? The Ho-Ri. He's probably looking at this whole push going on. Unlikely to be focusing on what's going on down here. This allows me then to push up this side of the town. And guess what? There are no snippers up here because our guys hold that high ground. Bit of a problem over on the other side of the map. But let's see what happens. Honestly, at this point, I'm not that bothered, especially with our lead at 5-2, with giving up the east side of the map at this point. Really, really not that bothered for the moment. If they get too much around behind us, that could be an issue. I see the can opener making a move here. So I don't think he knows I'm here, so I'm going to be able to get a little shot into his side. This will be nice. And he hits me. Oh, man, unfortunate. Gets a 9. Gets a 458 slap on me. Which, that's a massive high roll. Isn't that a 390 alpha gun? I think it is. I think it is. Yikes. Might be slightly higher than that. I don't know. Okay, the guys pushed up. They're doing all right. I have to be a bit careful. I've got 2,939 damage, 606 assist. I do have to be a bit careful because I'm getting towards that one-shot regime. This was a bit of a bummer, actually, for me right here. I rushed that shot because I thought he was going to push forward. I really should have waited. My patience, that actually kept me from being perfect in terms of shots and damage. I took 10, and I was 9 of 9. If I'd have been more careful there, I probably would have hit that shot. Because look at the nice dispersion there. Really is a relatively accurate gun for a 750 Alpha. So we slap him, we get rid of the Ho-Ri. They have made a slight comeback at 6-2. We do have to be careful. We don't want to just walk into them. But we've got a really good hit point advantage at 4,148. Alright, I see the T-32. That's a Crossfire, guys. They have a can opener, E50, and Contender right here, and then a T-32 here. There's also going to be some TDs back in the back, so I don't want to just drive into the middle of the road. I also have some help coming up on my left with the Basante. We worked decently together. So he takes a shot. T-32's on a reload. He puts a shot on him. I get in here. Not quite fully zoomed in, and I get out of his way. He finishes him off. That's fantastic. Now I see I've got the Type 4 behind me. I'd love to go around the corner and start just punching him in the face, but based on 4 barrels, I don't survive that. So we'll let the Type 4 get in there and maybe get a shot off of him. There we go. I'm just waiting for that opportunity. I'm like, all right, what's behind us? Got it. Boom. All right, there we go. Let's just get in here and put a nice shot on this guy. Slap, 721. We're going to go for the ram kill if we can. Bink. Nice. Give up a few hit points to get the kill. 5,082 damage. 606 assist. Pretty much won. Got to be a little bit careful. We could walk a bunch of low hit point guys into them and give them a more chance at a win than they should have. Checking the Squall, I don't want him to show up behind me. It looks like he's being chased by the 430, so I'm not too worried about him showing up. What I want now is somebody to go light up these TDs. Kind of keeping an eye on the Squall, but now he's immort. Turn back around, we find this guy. Nope, we don't have a shot on him. Oh geez, we're lit. He's not looking though, that's nice. Gives us a chance to zoom in a little bit more. A little bit of a herky-jerky aiming situation, but we get 5,827 off that last shot. Waiting for the reload. Kind of expected him to be looking at someone else, but he's looking right at me. Take the shot, trying to get away, but not quite. Kills me. We get 452, or sorry, 783 on that last shot. A nice little high roll on the 750 Alpha gun. End up with 3 kills, 6,610 damage, 606 assist. I think second in experience on this game. Like I said, it ain't much, but it's honest work. When this tank works, it really works. I realize you can say that about a lot of tanks, but it's a 750 Alpha gun with a pretty fast reload. It's a casemate, and its azimuth on its gun is extremely limited. It's just kind of weird to get it into position, and the armor just doesn't hold up like you might want it to at tier 10. But fairly permissive environment. I was able to kind of move around and get into positions that, especially because that high ground over in the west wasn't taken or contested by the enemy team, that gave me huge advantage to get around and get some side shots. Because this thing, punchy face, is it's a little bit indifferent as far as punchy face goes. Most tanks can just dab 2 and they're not going to have a whole lot of trouble with you. But if you can show up because of its decent mobility somewhere near someone and its decent fast reload and its punishing 750 Alpha gun, you can get some good results out of it, to be sure. So I don't know. It's like an assault TD light, you know. It's not quite the super assault TD, but it's more maneuverable than your super heavy ones, I guess, is the best that can be said about it. Kind of wish that guy had missed. I was hoping to get 7 or 8K out of this. There's a lot of hit points left, actually, but we're not going to get there. That's all I've got for today. Have a great one. What do you think about the Object 268? I think it's been power crept pretty hard. Like I said, I'm getting the last 20, 25 battles or so before I get the 100 battles on it. I enjoy it as far as casemates go. All right, fellas. See ya.